A very good Sunday evening, everybody. It's about 73 degrees here in Rochester. Watching the monitor for a minute because my computer seems to lag now and then. I'll sure be happy when the new studio is ready. You might hear my dog bark now and then. He's all excited because the windows are open. The reason I'm posting this video today is that I wanted to discuss a little bit about traumatic brain injuries and poor judgment. Unfortunately, one of the very common side effects of a TBI happens to be impulsivity control and the inability to process a situation through to its logical conclusion. This happens oftentimes in situations where a TBI survivor might get themselves into a legal situation, maybe a minor brush with the law, and unfortunately, oftentimes they'll end up in a jail or a prison because there's really nowhere else for them to go. Now, I do want to say that I don't think just because someone has a traumatic brain injury that if they commit a serious crime that they shouldn't be punished. Everyone must be held accountable. What I do think, though, is that if there is incarceration involved, there need to be services available while the TBI survivor is serving whatever time they've been sentenced to, so that when they exit incarceration, they will have a better handle on being able to judge situations and get their impulsivity under control. I do think the state of Minnesota is doing a very good job. There is a TBI component to many of the treatment programs at the county and state level. Several other states are also implementing this because they do realize that a growing percentage of the inmate population are TBI survivors. Given the unique circumstances for someone with a traumatic brain injury, the services need to be consistent. One thing that really helps any survivor is to have consistency throughout the day, throughout the week. Schedule variations tend to make for problems because oftentimes the survivor can't really make instant adjustments should a problem come up during the day and they have to shift gears. So I think that's a very valuable component to treatment. To wrap it up, getting a TBI survivor to understand cause and effect and that there are consequences for any behavior, whether it's positive or negative, and then following through to help them with impulsivity control and judgment calls is going to make a big difference on how many of the TBI survivors end up incarcerated. This is a serious problem, and it's going to continue to get worse if there aren't services available. So I would ask you to contact your legislature and ask about what programs and services they have offered in the mix for a traumatic brain injury survivor. If they don't have an answer, maybe you might want to clue them in and give them a little education. The more voices that are heard out there, the better it is for all of us. Have a great evening, and thank you so much for watching. I'm Dave Seavey.